How has an anime about magical fruits caused a large-scale protest? And how has Discord, of all things, helped this? What currently going on is reminiscent of when Luffy walks up to St. Charlos and punches him so hard that the colour disappears from the screen. So, a quick rundown of One Piece. The masterpiece created by Ichiro Oda in 1997 that spanned over 1,000 chapters and anime episodes has become a global phenomenon, making over 20 billion worldwide, and now even has a Netflix live-action series. It follows the story of Monkey D. Luffy and his Straw Hat Pirates as they hunt for the legendary One Piece treasure, while facing off against an oppressive government, racism, and slavery, along with a ton of other themes in just a massively diverse world. And now, the iconic Jolly Roger of the Straw Hat crew has become a real-life symbol against corrupt governments, a beacon of hope in a new wave of Gen Z rebellions. It's currently making waves in Nepal, but this isn't actually the first time that we've seen the Straw Hats flag being used as a IRL symbol of injustice and against corrupt governments. We saw it being waved by truckers opposing overloaded vehicle rules in Indonesia, and then it surged in visibility after a 21-year-old motorbike taxi rider, their name being Afan Kurniawan, was crushed by a police tactical vehicle during clashes in Jakarta. Authorities started seizing banners and flags and even condemned its display alongside the nation's flag. It now has also spread to the Philippines, and even France have adopted the flag. I must say, there is some history-making photos coming out of these marches. There is nothing colder than a man holding a flare in one hand and a Jolly Roger in the other. When it was first used in Jakarta, the government and authorities didn't know what it meant or where it came from, but the younger generations immediately recognised the iconic straw hat, and they raised it high. So Nepal, it's the 8th of September, mainly set around the Kathmandu area. The flag was widely seen during demonstrations for issues such as the recent ban on major social media platforms, along with the people's frustration of corruption and just the crazy displays of wealth by the government officials and their families due to a viral Nepo baby trend. As well as this, there has been allegations of mismanagement of public funds, the failure of political accountability, and just general transparency within the government. People have had enough. The protests sadly escalated into deadly clashes, leaving at least 19 people dead. And in return, many buildings, mainly political ones, burnt to ash, along with a Hilton hotel that's rumoured to have been built using dirty money and bribes. But by the 9th of September, the Prime Minister resigned and other officials can be seen being airlifted out of the country across videos on TikTok. And then by the 13th, everything had died down. The protests can be seen from such a unique angle in videos by YouTuber WeHateTheCold. He's a British YouTuber who was filming his bike ride through the east and then got caught up in the protests due to the imposed curfews by the government, and he couldn't ship his bike to his next destination, which I believe was Dubai. He then filmed a Gen Z revolution. I believe one of his main videos got over 26 million views, and he became something of a celebrity in Nepal.
This is not for social media, this is for corruption.
Yes, I know, I've heard.
Yeah.
For the kids that were flaunting their wealth or something.
Because people are saying this is for social media, no.
Yeah.
This is for like corruption.
Yeah.
Because our our brother and sister, 17, 18, they just died.
Yeah, they've just been shot.
They're murdered.
Yeah, I know.
He just went there to film a standard vlog and ended up capturing the rawest footage of a Gen Z revolution backed by the Straw Hat Pirates. Freedom, loyalty, and defiance. That's what people have said this flag means to them, and that is why they wave it proud. Even many experts have come out and said that social media has amplified the flag's spread by bringing even larger groups of people together. And Discord has helped facilitate this even further, as in July it raised the default community cap from, I believe, 500,000 to 2.5 million. And then in September it raised it again to 25 million. This is just crazy. People used a Discord server to organise and arrange things. They used a Discord server called Hami Nepal to help organise protests. They had channels for tactical discussions, even how-tos for Molotov cocktails, plans against police stations and airports and public transport. They even used it to broadcast safety messages to stop people attending classes at colleges and schools due to the police violence. It's really giving similar vibes to Big News Morgan and how he spreads the wanted posters and the media and the newspapers. It's insane. It was in this same Discord server where Hami Nepal and the army suggested nominees for an interim leader, and then the actual debate was attended by more than 100,000 virtual users. After several polls, the people decided on Shushala Karki. I apologise, I probably butchered that name. She has also become the first female prime minister in the country's history. And I just find this so interesting, as historically pirate flags were used to intimidate and scare others on the sea. However, the Straw Hat's Jolly Roger represents freedom and a pursuit of dreams. And it's now resonated with Gen Z, who I recently found out I'm actually included in. It's people born between 97 and 2012. And the median age of Nepal is around 25. Hence naming the protest after this generation. We grew up with digital technology and the internet, but still just about remember a time with no proper internet. Well, until I got AOL dial-up in the kitchen because the phone line was there. That's the only place the computer could go, blah, blah, blah. We saw the rise of social media, the good, the bad, the ugly, and because of this, new media has become easily accessible to all of us. And now with anime's popularity constantly rising in the West, alongside genres of music such as K-pop or even TV shows like Squid Game, these things are reaching a wider audience now, and more people are inspired by these new stories. Through the love of these stories, communities are built, which connects people from all around the world, opening eyes and changing people's views, and just giving them a different perspective on life. And it's so crazy. It's just so crazy to think that this is now in the history books. A flag drawn by Oda to represent a freedom-loving crew of people who each have a dream to accomplish is now being flown around the world by people who are fighting against their very own oppressive governments. I can see it now though, in a few years' time, younger generations are going to read about what happened and probably going to have to write some stupid essays as homework on how a man with rubber powers started a rebellion in parts of the world and it just spread like a wildfire. But who knows? Maybe this is just the start. Just like back when Luffy liberated Alabasta from the hands of Crocodile, and he's now progressed into facing the five elders of the world. I really do think that millions more will adopt the flag as a sign against unfair governments and social justice. Maybe here in the UK we should stop painting bloody roundabouts and start flying our Jolly Rogers high. But that's a debate for another day. In conclusion, I think we should all take a leaf out of Luffy's book and strive to become free and create a world where everyone has enough. But as always, I've been Goldi. You've been great. And just go and watch One Piece. Just stop putting it off. There's not that many episodes. Just do it. Just go and watch One Piece. It's on Crunchyroll. Do it. Watch the live action as well while you're at it. It's actually it's all right. New season's coming out soon. But read the manga as well. Just consume One Piece. Do it.